It was this idea that I had to put something else on for mainstream consumption in order to be palatable to them.
Sweet.
Until you reach a place where you're like, no, you just kind of have to be you.
So you say they're hiring black British actors now.
Have you heard that? You haven't had.
First of all, guys,
how are you, Joe?
How are you? First of all, this is an amazing film. It's my favorite film of the year. It is absolutely incredible. I think you guys did such a phenomenal job in Cord's directing. I can't believe this was his first film. Absolutely incredible. Jeffrey, portraying Thelonious Monk Ellison, a character with such strong viewpoints on cultural and racial identity, must have been intense. How did you immerse yourself into Monk's mindset?
I woke up in the morning.
Jeffrey's like, I have strong opinions about everything.
I woke up in the morning and came to work. Roll the camera.
Fair answer. A great answer. Sterling, what aspects of Cliff's journey in American Fiction did you find most transformative, both professionally and personally?
I think I was aware of what Cliff was going through in terms of just wanting to live life as his most authentic self. And I think that happiness is only truly accessible when you are able to access all of who you are and share all of who you are with the people that love you, right? I think I'm an artist. And so I felt in my family, it's not a family of artists, but working class people who do jobs. Like I've always been seen as sort of odd or different. So that sort of longing for community from the people who are supposed to be your community has always been something that's been of interest to me.
Odd, different?
I think I'm fairly regular. I think I was regular, but to them, they're like, ooh, you Hollywood now, baby. So like those two sort of point of entries were fairly easy to tap into. Also the youngest brother too, so that helps.
How many siblings
I
you have?
love that.
Two older, just the same. And two
Jeffrey,
younger.
question for you is, have you had your own My Pathology moment or experience in life?
There are all manner of, little, slings and arrows that we face. Not just in the industry. I mean, I walked through the airport yesterday, when you get, it's out there.
Yeah.
It's America. I'm familiar with where I am.
Yeah.
But I think at the end of the day, I have learned not to internalize, or I try to certainly. And I've also learned to recognize that none of that stuff is about me, but is rather about, the source. So it speaks more to the character of people who kind of have preconceptions than it does to me. So, I mean, it is what it is. I go on with my day.
I'm gonna give a little bit of a tangent to this because I look at the My Pathology thing as like, what is it that they want to see me as? And there's been a couple of auditions where I would go in before with a British accent, and then I would drop it to go into the whatever the character was because I felt like that was what they wanted at that time. I used to also just try to sound like Denzel. And people would say like, all right, man, you do a good Denzel. Wouldn't get the job. But it was this idea that I had to put something else on for mainstream consumption in order to be palatable to them.
Sweet.
Until you reach a place where you're like, no, you just kind of have to be you.
So you say they're hiring black British actors now.
Have you heard that? You haven't had.
Thank you guys so much for your time. American Fiction is legitimately my favorite film of the year. Thank you. Incredible performances. I appreciate you.
Take it easy, man.